The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First play and a first throw coming for Hill. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Hill going to keep it on the option right. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They're going to go play action now with Stick. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, it's Stick. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
on 2nd and 9. Hill. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Hill. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stick looking to throw. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Stick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off of play action, Hill completes it to the fullback, Ham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Hill. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Hill looks to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They run the option on 2nd down. Pitching it out to Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Eagles at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Out to his left. Underneath to Spiller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Off the option, here's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here comes Grant on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 11. On play action, now Carr. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
on 2nd and goal. Carr sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Hill's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A give to ETN running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Carr. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now Carr. There again is Cooks, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Carr. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down and goal. Carr. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man.
The Saints take over.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a 1st down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Hill.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 36, Hill. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Ayuk.
36 yards.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hill looking to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr again. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game take the football. Always take the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Again, it's Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Robinson shifts by him. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Hill looking to throw on first.
ETN bringing in another one. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Hill.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 2nd and very short, Hill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run with ETN.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. They begin the drive with Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
67 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
First down, New Orleans.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
At the 44-yard line.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Saints, they earned just their 3rd victory of the season against those 13 losses.